What up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with what is potentially a banger of a video because we got Markiplier and Schlatt on the same video together, question mark? This is called Schlatt and Markiplier Start a Podcast. This video is by SDMP Clips. It looks like from the description that they were on the Sleep Deprived channel together. And maybe this is the highlights, I'm not sure. All I know is I'm beyond hyped to jump into this. These are two of my favorite YouTubers. But before we check it out, please show SDMP Clips some love by subscribing to the channel and chat. We're trying to get to 250,000 subs. So if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button and join the Sauce Gang family. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo woo. Oh, I'm excited, dude. I miss Markiplier, bro.
That you were going through some unsatisfied feelings about what you were currently doing.
It all fades away once I take a sip of my Benedictine. And I think that's another problem in and of itself.
Yes.
Oh my God,
But
I
I
love
don't know
Schlatt,
which
bro.
one I'm ready to face first. The drinking problem or my unfulfillment as a whole.
I mean, one could say that they're not totally separate. Not saying that drinking causes it, but
Well,
you
when I
know,
get happy when I drink, so that doesn't add up to me.
or simply do you forget your misery?
Wow, that might be true.
Don't act like that's profound. That was the stupidest thing I could have said.
Don't act like I
what's
said
funny,
something
Mark?
smart.
My drinking starts and ends with OBS. Like, I don't think if I was just living a regular life in my house in New York, I don't think I'd take a single sip of alcohol. I mean, it really is a perfect place.
As soon
I
as
see
you hit
deer
stream, you
outside
start
my
drinking?
window every morning. I see flocks of turkeys scuttling by, and I go outside and I just listen to the trees sing and the mountains talk and the rivers flow. But it's once I have to get on and record with people like you that I reach for the bottle, and I don't know why that is.
I mean, it's perfectly
like you.
explained. It's because a lot of this job and the success therein does sometimes ride on simply tolerating people that you wouldn't ordinarily hang out with at all, and definitely at intervals that you wouldn't normally accept in your regular life, because of the regularity and the demands
Markiplier
of the
playing
cycle
this
of
game?
content that we find ourselves in.
So
What
you
game is
wouldn't be
this?
hanging with me right now if not for this podcast that we're doing?
I wouldn't be hanging with you if it were not for the other thing that I can't mention right now because it hasn't come out yet. Yes.
Right. And let me just say, once we wrapped that recording, you bolted. You
I sure
bolted,
did.
man.
I did. I was out there. But in truth, it's because I was busy. I have tons and tons of stuff
Yeah,
to do.
you do have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
What are they
it's
doing?
gonna finally slow down eventually, but like I get that feeling. I mean, I love making things. I really, really, really do. It's what I don't love is as you get better at making things, it's not like, oh, people will respect what you can make and do there. Some people do, but when you're talking to people, especially the powers that be, when you can fulfill your promises, that just means they'll pile more on you. And so
Facts.
True.
if I say I can do
Facts.
something, I'll do everything in my power to do that thing. And so that'll lead me in situations like this last weekend where, like, I had a TV show that launched last week and it came out. I'm an actor in it, nothing really more. I didn't write it, I wasn't director, I was just an actor. But I look at it and I'm like, I want to deliver on this because they're trusting that I'm an internet personality who has an audience. So I want to give them what they're asking. And I made a trailer for it
Is
this
this a
weekend.
Power Washer
because
game?
I just didn't like the trailer.
Did you
was
just
very-
power wash everything?
Yes, exactly. 100%. I felt like it was probably edited by someone that didn't fully understand the project. And
okay.
so I asked for them to send me over the episodes and for them to send me over any stems of music that I could. And I spent the last 2 days editing it down. And I'm very happy with what it is. And I'm glad I did that. But the time it takes to do that robs me from other experiences that I could have, like even just sitting and looking at nature, which is something that I love doing, just the solitude of it and the beautiful mountainscape.
I love
and just
nature.
hearing the trees and the birds. It's gotten to the point where I hear birds and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't heard birds in a long time. That sucks.
Coming from Austin, you don't hear birds there. There's nothing going on there because you know why? Because it's a fucking
You can tell
desert.
Schlatt hates
People shouldn't
Austin,
be
bro.
living there.
In Austin?
But I came back to New York. Yeah, man. It's like 105 degrees there right now. It's October. It's the middle of October. Like,
Damn.
come on. Let's turn down the temperature a little bit.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know that.
What I liken it to, Mark, you know, like you got to keep the standards low. You act like you know what you're doing around an iPhone or a computer. Then all of a sudden, grandma's knocking at the door, asking about her Apple account, and like you're like, Grandma, I don't know what. I'm not gonna help you with iCloud. I got better things to do. I'm a multi-millionaire, Grandma. I'll help you with iCloud. And then she dies the next month, and you're like, shit.
Yeah, I have a funny. Well, okay, I don't want to say it's a funny story because my grandma passed away in the story. But, so it was last year. I came back from filming a project in Austin, and I was on the plane, right?
Everything leads back to Austin,
I'm sitting
chat.
next to this couple and their baby, and they made a joke. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna have to sit with this baby." And it's like, is it okay? But I forgot that I had just came off of this shoot, so I'm covered head to toe in leftover prosthetics, and I had like bloody wounds on me for this thing, and so I have the remnants. It looks like I'm patient zero, and I wear a mask on planes for identity reasons, and also I haven't gotten sick in years on a plane. It's great.
Yeah.
And so I look like I'm deathly ill, and as soon as she said that joke and I laughed it off, she then looked at me and was like, I saw the horror barely register, but then I sit down, and then she whispers something to her husband. The husband like leans around her and glares at me like, what the fuck is with this guy? And then I get a text that my grandma passed away as we're taking off.
Wow.
So not only do I look sick, I'm head in my hands. I'm like, oh no, oh God, because we just took off, and I'm like, oh. Yeah. So I look like I'm nauseous and I'm about to pass out from my illness. We didn't even get up all the way before the mother grabbed her baby and started walking the aisles to get away from me.
Once they start walking the aisle, I'd say, you know.
Yeah, so I scared the shit out of
I'm sorry to
mom.
hear about your grandmother.
Oh, it's okay. It's you always hate to say it, but it's like a long time coming. She passed away around family, and that's the best you could hope for.
That's good. My grandma didn't.
Oh no?
No, she was stuck in a nursing home at the order of Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York.
Well,
really quite sad.
I am sorry about that too. Anyway, on to more sad topics. What happens if your career tanks?
Well, I mean, I worry about that less and less. I think, Mark, I was since I was a kid, I was very left-brained. There's videos on this Call of Duty channel of mine that back in the day when I was still in college and stuff, where I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to drop out. I think I'm going to just keep doing this degree because that's what will set me up for a good life. And then at some point, I was just making, fuck you money. Wound up dropping out, and things started to go really well. But it wasn't until like I was still in college, man. I was still working.
Dude,
non-campus
I
job
love
in
these
tech
two
support.
talking together,
Wow,
bro.
This amazing thing going on.
I'm sorry if I'm just like getting tunnel vision. This is freaking awesome, bro. And what are they working on together? We need more of this. I would react to every podcast of theirs. This is awesome. You guys know, we love Schlatt. We love Markiplier. The two together, bro?
Twitch and on YouTube.
Stop.
And, it wasn't until I sat down and I was like, oh my God, it would take me, I'd have to finish my degree and work in computer science for a decade before I would see this kind of money in a traditional sense. And I had this amazing opportunity. And I think that was kind of like the way I manage my money always made me want to, make sure I'm setting myself up for financial freedom and success. And so that was always like front of mind, obviously.
Yeah.
And I kind of think it would be silly for anyone in our position to not give it that same attention that I did. I think I've been very smart with, the way I handle it and the way I invest and stuff. And, with this job, I mean, people will laugh at it, but you give up a lot in terms of privacy and living a normal
he's
life.
got a lot
It
to
only makes
power
sense
wash.
for you
Holy
to kind
cow.
of be, a bit of a sellout and make your money before your time's up. So that's kind of what gives me solace, is knowing that it could all go away tomorrow and I'd still be chilling. And, at the end of the day, sorry to keep going, but like, I love being a YouTuber. I don't know what I love more. I don't know if I like being a YouTuber more, or if I like finding like the most passionate thing, the most passionate content I could be making, and doing that at the expense of not making enough money. Like, I think I just like being a YouTuber more. I think that was always it. It was never, I want to make the kind of content that fulfills me to the max extent. I think just being able to say, yeah, I made it and I'm a YouTuber. I think that's where the fulfillment comes from for me.
That's interesting.
And so I'll gladly, yeah, like I'll watch videos that my viewers send into their bedrooms all day. If that means I can still call myself a YouTuber and that's what gets the views, like, fuck it, man. And so I'm chilling, and I'm honestly, I think once I fall off or once I retire or something, that'll bring even more peace to me. Do you think at all about legacy and what you leave behind?
For sure. Yeah, I'm a big believer in, like, you know, plant the trees you'll never sit under the shade of, you know, kind of mentality.
Yeah.
You?
Like, does it matter to you whether
deep.
people know you as filmmaker and actor, or like the Bite of 87 guy from that one clip?
Both are fine. Both are good. Yeah, because to me, and this is part of the reason why I often say, like, I'm not bothered by critical comments. I'm not bothered by negative comments, because I know that they don't know the full picture of who I am. So I'm fine with every meme that's ever been made out of me. Like, some are really funny. Like, I don't know why so many get made, but people can do whatever they want if they find it funny.
I remember laughing my ass off at that image of you and mixed with Lord Farquaad with the B emoji on it.
Dude.
I was laughing my ass off in 2018 when I saw that shit.
Hey, yo, bro, this is so good. Oh, dude, subscribe. All bells, yes. Bruh. I didn't know we needed this till now. We need more. Massive W. Bruh, let me bring you in, chat. Oh, dude, this just put such a smile on my face. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I miss Markiplier. Oh, this makes me want to react to him more. Dude, it's so I know I'm probably gonna get some comments from you guys like, hey, you need to start reacting to him again. I want to, man. It sucks. Like, since we got to FNAF 4, all of his videos started getting copyrighted. So, I don't know. Maybe it's been some time and it's changed. Maybe we need to try again. I don't know. Because you guys know. I mean, I don't even know how many. 100? I reacted to 100 Markiplier videos. I was arguably the biggest Markiplier reactor on YouTube. Roughly. And you know we love Schlatt. I mean, we've been reacting to Schlatt for, what? Has it been like 4 years now? 3 years? And this was awesome. If anyone knows what they're working together, let me know in the comments, please. I appreciate you. This was awesome. I love hearing these two talk. They're brilliant minds. They both have done something that I can only dream of doing, and that is being a full-time YouTuber. I love this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please show SDMP some love by subscribing to their channel and chat. We're trying to get 250,000 subs. So if you haven't yet, please smash that subscribe button and join the Sauce Gang family. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats. And as usual, kind of one another. That's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Coo-hoo, got number love for the Sauce Gang.